Hi there. So today we're going to talk about how to buy a house with student loan debt. Hi, my name is Aundrea Beach-Greco. I'm your local mortgage expert. It's my passion to help you with the largest investment of your lifetime, your home. And it's super important to me that we arm you with the right mortgage and credit strategies to help you with your short and long-term goals. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to tap that little bell. I post new content all the time and I'd hate for you to miss it. Today we're talking about how you can buy a house with student loans. First of all, let's talk about some student loans. There's various kinds. They can be privately held or federally held by the U.S. Department of Education. Some statistics of student loans. Did you know that 70% of kids graduate college with student loan debt? That's about 2 out of 3 kids. And the average debt that they carry is about $25,000. Student loan debt is over $1.4 trillion in the United States, and it is one of our country's biggest financial burdens, and it exceeds consumer credit card debt. Let's say the average student leaves college with $25,000 of student loan debt. That's going to equate to about a $280 repayment per month based upon a 15-year loan. There's statistics out there that talk about 2 in 5 kids go delinquent in their student loans within the first 5 years of graduating. How sad is that? But I can tell you why. With online, and everything's online, right? What happens is that these kids go to school, they're in school for 2, 4, 6, however many years, and they never have a payment because the loan is in deferment status. Then all of a sudden they graduate and they're supposed to all of a sudden remember, oh my gosh, my student loan is becoming due and payable. The student loan company has not mailed them anything, or if they have, it went to the wrong address because the child moved a few times, and now there's late payments and the loan starts to become delinquent. My opinion of student loans is that they're evil. They're evil because they compound daily. They're evil because the counselors do not educate the students about the pros and cons. They're evil because the counselors don't go over other options. Now let's talk about getting a mortgage with your student loans. First of all, getting a mortgage, there's a process, and you should get your credit in order. As you begin to think about buying a house, it's important for you to consider some things and make sure it's the right time for you to be a homeowner. Some things about job. Is your job stable? Have you been employed for the last 2 years? Or if you've just graduated college, do you have a job in the line of work that you graduated from? Some of those things are some things to consider. Next, you're going to want to do a budget. Of course, you want to make sure if you can afford it, because payment may go up, it may stay the same, but either way, it's good to know how much you can afford and where you want your payment to be. Next, it's important to think about your debt to income ratio. Lenders talk about debt to income ratio because it is one of the factors that helps qualify for the loan. So for you to calculate your own debt to income ratio, think about this. Take your gross monthly income before taxes, before anything is removed from your check. That is your gross monthly income. Now sit down and go through your bills. And when I say bills, I don't mean your electric bill or your phone bill. I mean all of the bills like credit cards, student loans, cars, things that are reported on your credit report. Those are going to be the bills that you want to add up and get a total. You'll want to add your future proposed house payment plus all of those bills I told you about and get a total. Now you're going to want to divide that by your gross monthly income, and that gives you your debt to income ratio. It's the same way the lender calculates it, but now you're going to know what it is in advance. Oh, and don't forget those student loan payments if you have them. If they're in deferment, we're going to talk about that. Now let's talk about those student loan payments and how those get calculated in your debt to income ratio. A home loan is unique like you and I, so there is not a one-size-fits-all. But there are guidelines that all the lenders follow with regards to student loans. So if one lender tells you no and the other lender tells you yes, just be very careful, because we all follow standard guidelines, and unless they're offering some unique special program that doesn't follow Fannie and Freddie guidelines, then they're probably pulling your leg. So first we're going to talk about how student loans are looked at if you're applying for a government loan. There's new mortgagee letter that came out that stipulates no matter where you are in payment status of your student loan, whether you're in repayment, deferred, forbearance, the payment is calculated the same for everybody. It will be 1% of the balance owed. So if you owe $50,000 for student loans, we're going to be calculating 1% of that balance on a monthly basis, and that's what your monthly payment will be. And that will be calculated in your qualifying with your debt to income ratio. Now, if you're qualifying for a conventional loan, the requirements for student loans are different. If your credit report shows an amount for the payment, the lender can use that amount. If the credit report shows a zero, then some different rules apply. We must determine if you are in deferment, repayment, forbearance, first of all. Then we need to get documentation about your payment and what the actual payment will be. If you're in the income-based repayment plan, then we can use documentation that shows what that monthly payment is. If your current student loan is deferred or in forbearance, the lender will use 1% of the unpaid balance, similar to the government qualifier. So I hope that's some information to help you with figuring out what payment will be used for qualifying for your student loan, how that will be looked at by a lender, and how to incorporate that into your debt to income ratio. As always, if you have questions, I'm here to help. Just reach out. So as you can see, it is truly possible to purchase a home with student loans. If you would like to get your own personalized mortgage plan, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help. We'll go over your credit, your budget, and your hopes and dreams. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.